Hello! Today we are going to do another IP camera review. I think I've done a couple of these already, maybe 4, and it may be time for a roundup video just to compare all of them. But honestly, I never get tired of these. This one is from Tenda. Let's talk about it. Shout out to Tenda for sending me this IP camera to review. This is the CP3 1080p HD pan and tilt camera. By the way, if you are new here, I make videos about tech, gadgets, and upgrades on a budget, so if you're interested in that, consider subscribing. And while you're down there, hit that like button as well, as that really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Now back to the video. For 1,000 pesos, you get an IP camera with 360-degree pan and tilt, motion detection, night vision, and voice alerts. Is that worth your money? Let's find out. Alright, so now let's start with what's in the box. Like most IP cameras in this price range, you get all the basic stuff that you need. You get the camera itself, the adapter, the mounting mechanism, and the guides. And I like how they included a mounting sticker as a guide. That's not normally included in the IP cameras I've tested in the past. Alright, so now let's move into the build quality. For an IP camera, this feels really well built. The plastics on this are not shaky, it feels like everything fits nicely. Obviously, I'm not expecting this to be heavy. It's an IP camera, it's supposed to be light. At the bottom, you get 4 rubber feet that prevents it from sliding if you place it on top of your desk. You won't get a LAN connection on this IP camera, and at this price range, I'm not really expecting that. Instead, you'll be using your Wi-Fi to connect to this device. I made a couple of videos about routers, so if you're interested in that, you can click right here. I made a playlist about that. And as for the mounting mechanism, this one came with the one similar to the TP Link I reviewed in the past, which is really simple and easy to use. You just have to connect it, line it up, and twist it. The memory card slot on this camera is right below the camera itself, right there. And then beside it is the reset button. The mic on this camera is right below the camera itself, and at the back you get the speaker and the AC jack. And as for the design, I like how simple this one looks. I'm not really a fan of the fancy designs in IP cameras, especially those ones with chrome accents. I just don't think it's supposed to be there, especially that for a camera, this one is supposed to sit in the corner without anyone noticing anyway. Now let's take a quick look on the specs of this camera. And as for the setup, it couldn't be more easier. All you have to do is plug in the device, wait for the prompt to tell you it's ready, download the app and follow the prompts in the app, and that should do it. Easy peasy. And now for the fun part, the features. In the app, you get a view of all the cameras you have added to it. And once you're in the camera, you get all the expected features. You can take a picture, record a video, use the pan and tilt feature, and then close the camera for privacy. And as for the pan and tilt feature, you can add 6 custom locations, which allows you to move easily across all those locations. This is ideal if you have a bigger area to cover than its field of view. You can also initiate two-way communication, playback recorded footage on the device, and toggle motion detection on and off. And as for the storage, you have an option of inserting a micro SD card or use the cloud subscription in the app itself. Cloud subscription is $5 a month, which is a bit pricey in my opinion. One feature I miss on this IP camera though is the ability to schedule recording. This one does not have that, so you're stuck with recording on motion or leaving it recording 24/7. And as for the motion detection feature, you can set it to record any motion or use it to track human motion. In my testing, I find it fairly accurate. The only thing I'm not used to is just noticing the camera move a lot. And you can also set the camera to sound an alarm each time it detects motion. And it's quite loud. And then there's the patrol settings, which basically means it lets your camera rotate 360 degrees or to specific points that you've determined. And now for the video quality. This is a 1080p camera with 30 frames. And I would say for the price, this is really good. In fact, it's even better than the ones I've tested in the past. And the night vision on this is pretty good too. No complaints there. So should you buy this camera? Well, it's a pretty good entry-level IP camera. It's one of the cheapest I've tried so far. It doesn't come with some of the advanced features like scheduled recording and some smart home integrations, but if you want to save on that last few hundred pesos, then this might be for you. And that's the end of the video. If you want to know more about IP cameras, click this playlist right here, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.